So, I do not vote. And it's because I believe the president is selected and not elected. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a chest cold. And I was just thinking, I didn't know the government decided to, whoever that was going to decide to put in office, I really thought that they probably would have picked Hillary instead of Donald, simply because I was like, um, if the person is already selected, I know that they won't just put anybody in office, right? Okay, I know this world is messed up, and I also know that they just do things and they just kind of put any kind of character in office. But I would at least think, in order to fool the American public, um they would have to put someone in there at least halfway decent. I have heard Hillary say some of the most crazy and racist stuff, just um just as the same as Donald have. And I know a lot of people was on this Hillary thing because, she comes off very classy and very smart, which I'm sure she is, which she is. But also, of course, compared to Donald and the way he comes off, she will look like the better candidate. So everybody was saying Hillary. But I think this election, even if you do vote, has caused people to lose their common sense, because she has said some of the same things, some of the same racist and just some of the most crazy stuff as he have. So, with that being said, I have a hypothesis, or this is my theory about the whole thing, and I haven't done too much research on this yet. Um, since they have decided to have selected to put Donald Trump in office, um, I was like, why would they pick someone that would be such a joke to any other nation? For him to be the face of the United States, because that's all the United States presidency is anyway. It's just the face. Um, so I was like, why would they pick him and want him to be um a part of our country? Well, you know what? He came out saying all this racist stuff, and just to make somebody like their president, what's gonna happen, huh? Everyone around is gonna say, well, that must mean a lot of people voted for him, and that must mean that people, or the majority of this country, is just as crazy as he is. So what does that does? It causes the Americans to lose faith in each other. It causes the Americans to now be suspect of each other, of their neighbor, of their friends, because who could elect the majority? Why would the majority elect someone like that? And they purposely had him come on, and as much as a successful businessman as Donald Trump, and he's always been known as being like the type of person that would speak his mind, he would even have good enough sense not to come out and say some of the stuff that he has said. So they had to parade Donald Trump around as this, racist bigot, as just this horrible person, because they knew that that's who they had already selected to go into office. So, I asked myself, who would want to do that? I could understand if someone, a part of another nation would come around, would want him to be, you know, um, part of the face of the United States, just so the United States would come off to be this complete mockery to other nations. And then it just occurred to me, like, aha, I believe that's what it was. And like I said, this is just my hypothesis, because I'm saying they and them, and I know what I'm talking about when it comes to our government, but as far as other nations, I don't know, and I don't know why the United States allowed this to happen. It have to be beneficial to them too. But you know what? I thought about it and I was like, that's it right there. If they can cause division and cause all of the Americans to fall apart. Look at all these things that's been happening lately with the police brutality, and people are mad and like tearing up streets and everything. You know, people were already, like hurt about that happening. So, of course, when Donald win, and then plus added with all this police brutality that's been going on, they're gonna feel like, man, the United States is just crazy. So, what does that make us? Not united. It makes us un, you know, it makes us ununited, you know? So that's exactly what they trying to do. They trying to make the United States, ununited. They're trying to keep us from coming together because there's always power in numbers. I'm not gonna be too much longer. I know y'all hear my baby back there crying, but she just don't want to be in her car seat. She'll be fine. Anyways, but she has to stay up in there because as soon as my son comes out, we have to hit the road. He won't be in there too much longer. But if you all can just like do some research and see how the government is ran, and then you can see that the foolery that these people are doing, and they're trying to fool you into thinking that this world is really that bad when it's crazy now, because look what they're doing. Yes, it's crazy, but us as Americans are not that crazy. Okay, and they want us to be ununited. They don't want us to be this free country that we portray to be. So I had to help my little baby out because she was about to clown. So, of course, they don't want us to be united, you guys, because then what that makes us? That doesn't make us the home of the free, home of the brave. Is that how it goes? That doesn't make us like that anymore. And united we stand, divided we fall. So we can start hating everybody and not loving everybody and not wanting to be together because now we're suspect of the United States of America. The United States is going to fall. It won't be this great land again. Um, and that's what they want. That's what they want to happen. You guys do not fall for it. Know your neighbor. Know that the United States is not, the people of the United States does not have that in them. Now, as far as the United States of America goes as a whole, I don't know why they have accepted this thing to happen. And I don't know, maybe because I'm just thinking they want to make the United States of America fall to be able to join with forces with another country or something like that. But I know as far as what I'm saying, that is right. So whether you believe me or not, what we could at least do is stay united, at least while we're in the United States of America. I don't plan being here that long anyways because I got things to do. Personally. But at least while we're still here in the United States of America, let's stay united. Let's stay together. Let's stay praying for one another. Let's stay helping one another. We can at least do just that. Don't begin to get suspect of everybody and everything in this world. Stay suspect of that government because, yeah, they be tripping. Yeah, they be up to stuff. But that's all I have to say about that. And if you're going to be suspect about them, then stay into prayer, do your research, and just stay awoke, because as long as you are awoke and you are ahead of them and you know what's going on and what they're doing, then if anything comes down to it, then you'll be able to save yourself. Peace. Bye, y'all.